All right, what's up, YouTube? Back at you again. This is our food review on Chicken King in Charlotte, North Carolina, about a 3-minute walk away from the Hyatt House Charlotte Airport location. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, comment, share. Going to give you a full review on this restaurant. I just happened to look up. I was just looking for something close to walk to. It's raining outside, so I couldn't do what I originally planned, but I did feel like I've stumbled on this gem right here, so let's just get into it. I went to Chicken King and I got the seafood platter that came with 2 pieces of flounder, a deviled crab, a bunch of shrimp that's under the fish, some hush puppies, and for my 2 sides, I got collard greens and green beans. And they also give you a gang of tartar sauce to go with it. Now, in addition to the meal, I also purchased a dessert, a cheesecake parfait cup. That's looking pretty delicious. We're going to get into that after the meal. But I've been traveling all day, working on episode 2, Boston to Charlotte nonstop. But let's just get into this food. I also got something to drink. Some people knock these, but I love them. They're cheap and they do the job when you're on the road and you're not near a liquor store. Quick little gas station pickup from Johnny the Bootlegger. 2 for $4. All right, this plate was, I believe, $18 and change with tax. It did come with fried oysters as well, but I opted to trade the oysters for extra shrimp because I wasn't really feeling like oysters today. But let me just pop open my hot sauce and then we're gonna get into this. Look at that. Nothing like a nice southern meal after a day of traveling. All right. First things first, let's get into the fish. Nice and tender. Don't even need a fork to cut it. Tender on the inside, juicy on the out. Tender on the inside, crispy on the outside, excuse me. Oh my God, that's a winner. 2 nice big pieces of flounder at that. We got one of these little shrimp in here. I guess they call them calabash shrimp. I could have upgraded to jumbo shrimp for $1 more, but I was like, nah, this would be perfect right here since I was subbing the oysters for extra shrimp. The fish is fresh. The grease that it was fried in was fresh. Like, this is a winner all the way around. Couldn't ask for a better meal after traveling all day. Now, for those of you that know me, I am gluten sensitive. So something like this would normally mess with me, but no matter where I go, in case I find something I really want, I always have my gluten cutter pills with me just to make sure this great meal does not turn into a disastrous night in the bathroom. So go ahead and pop one of these just to make sure everything goes great and stays great. Wash it down with some of that Johnny the Bootlegger. Let's get into these collard greens. They are smelling amazing as well. Oh my God. It tastes like someone's 80-year-old grandmother or aunt cooked these. Just perfect. Like, I could eat veggies like this all day. Like, seasoned right, tenderness is right. Man, it really hits the spot. We'll dig into these green beans next. Looks like they have some little shreds of bacon in them. Green beans are a hit too. Nice and tender yet firm at the same time. Perfectly seasoned. Oh God. For those of you in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, If you've been to Chicken King, tell me your favorite dish. If you haven't been to Chicken King, I encourage you to try it. This is just amazing. Like where I live for $18 and change, you would not get this meal. It would easily be double, if not more. Those shrimp, they're little tiny popcorn sized ones, but they are breaded perfectly, and they're not frozen, popcorn shrimp either. These are fresh shrimp, freshly breaded and fried. Huge difference. Oh my God. That's so good. Next, I'm going to dig into this deviled crab. It looks like they bread the whole shell that they put the deviled crab meat in and fry it up whole. So let me go ahead and dig some of that out. And so far, it's looking great, smelling great. Not a bunch of breading in there. Decent amount of crab meat, some peppers. Yeah. My compliments to the chef and whoever came up with the menu and the concept for this place. Like, it's simple, but it's good. And everything tastes so fresh. My goodness. Here's the fish is deboned, filleted, so no worried about choking on little fish bones and stuff like that. I'm not a huge tartar sauce fan, but I'll eat it from time to time. But I will go ahead and try out this tartar sauce. I'm assuming it's homemade just to see how it fares up to the typical stuff I would get in a jar at home. A little dab on the fish. Oh my God. This just tastes like heaven. Everything. I'm probably going to skip the hush puppies. I'm not a huge non-gluten bread fan. I'm not a huge gluten bread fan. And that is, I'm sure it's delicious, but just not for me. So I'll skip those. Get back into these shrimp. Wow. I literally could eat this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. And I would not be mad one bit. They had a lot of other stuff on the menu, but this stood out to me because price versus quantity just looked amazing. They had a specials board with like hamburger steaks and gravy and rice, Hawaii style, for under $10. They had a rib special on the specials menu today that was under $10. Came with a couple sides. Um, just on the regular menu itself, they had burgers, chicken sandwiches, wings, fries. They had all sorts of sides: mac and cheese, rice and gravy, mashed potatoes and gravy, fried okra, chili. But I was in the mood for some veggies, so I went with the collard greens and green beans. And get another bite of those. Mix them up with the green beans. Let's get my little veggie overload real quick. Mm. Oh God. I would gain easily 10, 15 pounds if they had this at home at these prices. Just simplistic perfection. That's the best way I can describe this to you guys. For those of you just tuning in for the first time, I appreciate your view. Like, subscribe, comment, follow. For those of you returning, thank you again for checking us out. This is the food review that is part of episode 2 of the flight deals based travel series we're doing. The first trip was Myrtle Beach. This one is Charlotte. And the next trip is not a flight deals trip. It's actually part of our timeshare / resort view review. It's going to be at a resort called Still Hill Resort in Sanbornton, New Hampshire. But that'll be probably a couple weeks or so from now, but that's going to be great. So definitely look out for that. And we'll be there for a full week. So there'll be tons of reviews and footage and shorts up for that trip. Everything is good, but I just can't get enough of this fish. I'm actually going to throw another pack of hot sauce on though, because it is the perfect combo with this. Look at that goodness. I know a lot of you are wondering, do I have any negatives about this? No, none at all. This is just perfectness. I give this a 10. I can't nitpick about anything. Taste is there, the quantity is there, the quality is there, the customer service is there. Just everything was just on point, which is kind of hard to find these days, believe it or not. Or at least in certain places it is, but not here, not at Chicken King. They had some family size meals on the menu that were priced very nice too. And I'm sure if, a one person dinner is stacked like this, you can only imagine what a family size takeout meal or dine-in meal would look like. In case I didn't mention that, they do have dine-in and takeout. So you can eat in as soon as it comes out of the kitchen, or you can let them bag it up and you can take it home and enjoy it in the comfort of your own home. Either way, you're winning. I swear, if I ever come back to this place again, I'm going to bring some GF bread, mainly a GF hoagie roll, and make a po' boy out of these shrimp. Like, they really piled them in. Like, I've probably easily got 50, 60 shrimp left, and I've been eating at these for a while. I might not make it through this plate. Might have to save this for later. But I'm hungry. I've been traveling all day, so it's going to take a little while before I hit that wall. But I will test out the dessert before we end this review. And for those of you that follow us on YouTube but don't follow us on Snapchat, I do encourage you to follow on Snapchat. We do our flight deals episodes in real time on Snap. So there's no waiting for the video to be edited and compiled, or no wait for the recap video to hit YouTube. Just subscribe to the Snap channel, TravelGuruVT, and you can see the trips in real time. All of our social media links are on the website, www.travelguruvt.com. And on that website, you'll also find the travel questionnaire. If you're trying to do a trip, but you're not sure how to find the deals, just fill out that questionnaire, it gets sent right to us. We'll hit you back with some choices that match your budget, and you can just go from there. As we tell everybody, if there's flights involved, we recommend you book your flights directly through the airline, just in case anything happens. It's a whole lot easier to get things taken care of as opposed to booking through a third-party vendor. But if your trip does require hotel or Verbo accommodations, ExpediaHotel.com, anything along that line, we just ask that you book with us, so we get a small commission to keep the trip planning service for free for everyone. But we don't charge you any money at all. All we want is you to spread the word about what we're doing, the trip, the good times you have, so more people can hop on these deals. I mean, I find them daily. So no matter where you are, I'm sure there's a deal we can figure out for you. Sometimes it's a little harder to find deals from bigger airports. I'm sorry, smaller airports, but it's definitely not impossible, especially if you got a little bit of time to work with for me to work the magic and find out. And all the tools that we use to find these deals are on TravelGuruVT.com. They're accessible to everybody. But some people get frustrated and overwhelmed trying to book stuff and find stuff to book. So that's where we come in with a free trip planning service. We'll find you the right flights, find you the right hotels at the right price within your budget. And all you have to do is book. Go out, have a good time. Even if it's only, a 2-night, 3-day trip, it's worth it. Some of you might live in places where your money doesn't go as far as it does out of town. That's my personal situation. So for those local to me in the Vermont area, you should definitely check me out. And you'd be surprised what you can do, with say $200, $300, as opposed to what you could do at home with $200, $300. But enough about the travel. Let's get back to this food. Like, I am nowhere near stopping. Like, this is amazing. It's going down so smooth. I'm sitting here thinking about when's the last time I had a nice seafood platter or just good seafood period from a restaurant. And I want to say it's probably been outside of Captain George's in 2022. The last time I had just some good seafood at a good price, good quantity like this was in 2020 in New Hampshire. This place, I forget the name, but we'll review them too when we go there. But they had everything: fried shrimp, scallops, lobster rolls, like you name it, they had it, and it was amazing. Man, just doesn't get too much better than this. I'm digging into this deviled crab again. This was one of the real winners. Like, I did not expect for them to have all this food and throw in a deviled crab on top of it. That was a great surprise. My goodness. Charlotte, North Carolina. If you don't know about Chicken King, you need to find out about him. Like, this is just that good quality, stick to your ribs. Everything's cooked fresh. Just good food. Wow. I'm sorry if I'm at a loss of words or minimal words for this, but it's just delicious. Let's see, I've still got a gang of shrimp left, another whole flounder fillet. And I've been digging away pretty good at the collard greens and green beans, but that's going to change. Like I said, I'm not a big tartar sauce fan, but this is busting. This is hitting. So, got me a nice dip on this piece of fish. Mm. This brings back so many memories. Just memories of good food at a good price, ample quantity. But yes, everyone definitely like, subscribe on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. All the big ones were on it. And we are posting content almost every day. And we also have the merch up for sale now, the Travel Guru VT t-shirts. So definitely check that out. And also we have a Facebook page. So if you do Facebook, check that out as well. Travel Guru VT, it'll pop up. But we post a lot of stuff there too. Wow. I underestimated what this was going to be like. I don't like to have my expectations too high. And this time they were surpassed. I'm just going to one hand this devil crab. Wow. It's seafood heaven right now. Seafood and veggie heaven. Mm, 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 mm. That's real crab meat in there too. No fake. That's the real deal. A little bit of breading in there, but not too much. You definitely taste the crab meat and spices and seasonings. Go back for these green beans one more time. If my wife was here, I know she would take those hush puppies, but she's not. So sorry. So many shrimp. You know, part of me wants to go back there tomorrow for lunch, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try something different for you guys. It would be selfish of me to go back there tomorrow and get this again or something similar. But I could do it, but I won't. All right. Go ahead and get another dip inside this tartar sauce. Oh, yeah. Mm. This is so nostalgic for me. I grew up in Virginia, so it was not uncommon, to see this at a typical fish fry or party or cookout of some sort. It wouldn't be flounder, but there would definitely almost always be some fried fish, maybe some shrimp, maybe some fried crabs or some steamed crabs. All the good stuff you get down south. Hush puppies too. All right. I'm going to take a break on the food, at least the dinner. And I am going to dig into the dessert for you guys. I'm not usually a dessert person, but this cheesecake parfait caught my eye, so I had to try it out for you guys, not for me. All right. Put that to the side. Get a spoon. And I am going to go ahead and cleanse my palate with a little bit of this Johnny Bootlegger iced lemonade real quick. Mm. All right. Now let's dig into this strawberry cheesecake parfait cup. It was $4 plus tax, and it is stacked. Let's go ahead and dig in. Looks like typical cheesecake mix, some strawberry glaze on the top, whatever you want to call it, and some graham cracker crumbs on the bottom. My God, fantastic. I'm so glad I did not pass this up. This is like the perfect dessert after having a nice seafood combo like that. Oh man. I could eat all this right now, but I'm going to do myself a favor and save some of it for later. Not much, but some. Strawberries taste fresher than it. Graham cracker crumbs have just the right texture. Not too hard, not too soft. Basically a deconstructed piece of cheesecake layered. My. All right, that's it. I'm gonna save that for later. Day's still kind of young, but once again, thanks for tuning in. This is our review of Chicken King in Charlotte, North Carolina, across the street from the Hyatt House, Charlotte Airport location. Definitely, if you find any value or like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends, and we will be back with another one soon. Thanks.